Well, despite months of speculation and rumors, it seems like Matt Reeves has finally delivered his complete script for The Batman Part 2. Let's take a couple minutes to check out his announcement, when this should go into production, and what we can expect from his upcoming sequel. Well, to be completely fair, development of the script for The Batman Part 2 has been, well, moving slowly. We have been expecting this project for years, and although it's currently set to release in October of 2027, well, it was moving so slow it had many people concerned this was never going to happen. We were wondering if this was going to be delayed again or even cancelled, and was this script holding up development of James Gunn's The Brave and the Bold? Now, we also heard rumors that Matt Reeves was suffering from some kind of debilitating illness, and all of these rumors really started to take hold, even though James Gunn was pretty consistently denying them. Now, personally, I really enjoyed the first Matt Reeves Batman film, and loved his style with the Year 2 kind of version of the character. The dirty, gritty, crime-ridden Gotham City and his very, very well-developed story were a ton of fun, so I was looking forward to this sequel coming. Earlier today, he dropped a short post on social media, actually on X, and simply posted "Partners in Crime" at Mattson Tomlin with a picture of the finished script. Now, as you can see from the picture, you can't quite make out what's written on the front, and I wouldn't expect them to give up a lot here in this initial outing, but it is great news that we do finally have a finished script, and this new Batman movie is definitely getting made. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but Tomlin actually helped write the first film, but he was completely unaccredited in the process, and it sounds like this time around, Matt Reeves is definitely giving him the full acknowledgement. Now, recently, James Gunn had said he was expecting the script sometime in June, and seeing as today is the 27th, it seems like Matt Reeves really did work on this until the very, very last minute. Now, when production is going to kick off, that seems to be the big question, and right now, it's projected that it could begin sometime in the fourth quarter of 2025, sometime between October and December. Now, originally this film was set to be released on October the 2nd, 2026, and it got pushed back to October the 1st, 2027. So quite honestly, they do have some wiggle room on when they're going to kick off this production, and although it would be a bummer if it got delayed once again, at this point with a release date that far out and a completed script, well, my concerns are minimal. Now, as for what this is going to be about, obviously all the details of the script are being kept under wraps. We do know we have a lot of returning faces. Obviously, Robert Pattinson's back as Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, and multiple reports indicate that Zoe Kravitz, who played Selena Kyle, Paul Dano, who is the Riddler, Jeffrey Wright, who is James Gordon, and Andy Serkis' Alfred Pennyworth, and Colin Farrell's Oswald Cobblepot, who became even more popular in between the two films. Now, we do know Matt Reeves is going to continue to direct the project, and definitely keep his focus on exploring the psychological aspects of Batman, which was a huge part of the first film, as well as the noir-driven and detective elements that really have not been very prevalent in the films, and absolutely drove the first story, making it something different for Batman fans. I expect a continuation of the grounded take on The Dark Knight. As we speculated here, I think the difference between the two versions are really going to be, well, whether it's grounded, like Matt Reeves, or The Brave and the Bold is likely to lean into the fantastical elements of the Batman world, and that's effectively why the first kind of Batman-esque movie they're developing is Clayface, who will be very much like the animated series version of the character, who definitely qualifies as fantastical. Now with the script finished, more than likely it needs to get James Gunn's approval, but I highly suspect Gunn has been on top of the script for weeks and basically has already approved the story and just needs to look at the finishing touches. In any case, we're keeping a close eye on The Batman. This is going to be a fun movie when it finally drops, and honestly, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the first movie and can't wait for another edition of this particular Batman in Matt Reeves' Crimeverse. I just want to know who the villain is. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Before we take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC news, and we want to bring you all the news truthfully and transparently so you're really in the know.